In 1882, shortly after graduating from the University of Tokyo, Kano rented a 12-tatami room and a 7-tatami study at the Eishō-ji Temple, where he established the Kodokan. The history of judo thus began within a temple. The reason why Kano named his art judo instead of jujutsu was not only because it was a martial art, but also because he wanted to emphasize its purpose of training both the body and the mind, strengthening individuals and developing their character, all while learning the way to contribute to society through judo. This concept of the way would later be adopted by Japan's national framework, particularly during the era of the Meiji period's emphasis on national strength, and it was extended to other martial arts such as Kyudo and Kendo by the Dai Nippon Butoku-kai, the Greater Japan Martial Virtue Society, which oversaw martial arts. This stone monument is inscribed as the birthplace of judo. While the original dojo has since been lost, a stone monument and guideposts marking the location of the former dojo still exist within the temple grounds. The temple is located between two of Tokyo's most famous districts, Ueno and Asakusa. As soon as you step outside the temple grounds, the bustle of people is evident, but within the small temple grounds, a peaceful silence prevails. It is quite moving to think that the Kodokan Judo was born here. In May 1883, the martial arts world introduced a ranking system, the first of its kind. This system was inspired by the ranking system of the ancient Chinese board game Go, which has been played continuously for over 2,500 years. The ranking system would later be adopted by all martial arts. The dojo would relocate several times over the years, and in 1894, the Kodokan moved from its previous location in Ichibancho, Chiyoda Ward, to a much larger facility in Shitofusaka-cho, Koishikawa Ward. A new building was constructed, and on May 20th of that year, a ceremony was held to mark the opening of the Kodokan's new main dojo, with the distinguished guest being Katsu Kaishu. In June 1922, Funakoshi Gichin, who brought karate to mainland Japan, was invited to the Kodokan, where he performed and explained the kata of karate in front of Jigoro Kano and other judo practitioners. Funakoshi performed the kata kusanku. It is said that about 200 members of the Kodokan gathered to observe, but there was little enthusiasm from the judo community, as karate lacked a sparring format akin to judo's randori. However, Kano humbly requested that Funakoshi teach him various techniques, and Funakoshi was deeply moved by Kano's respectful approach. Since then, he is said to have bowed whenever passing in front of the Kodokan. In January 1927, Kano visited Okinawa. Chojun Miyagi, the founder of Goju-ryu karate, performed a kata. Kano was deeply impressed and urged the Okinawan masters to come to Tokyo and help promote karate on the mainland. From this period, Miyagi began to refer to karate as karate-do, following the example of judo. In 1868, the new Meiji government abolished the town magistrates and established criminal law officers, recruiting several martial arts instructors, including jujutsu masters such as Issō Matayamon of the Tenjin Shinryu, Tanaka Tokuo, and Totsuka Hidemoto of the Yoshin-ryu. The Jujutsu Caretakers Group was established in 1883. 3 years later, in 1886, a duel between the Kodokan and the Totsuka-ha Yōshin-ryū was held at the Metropolitan Police Department. Though the details vary depending on the source, it appears that the contest involved a battle between around 10 senior disciples from each side. While the Kodokan struggled against the Totsuka-ha Yōshin-ryū's ground techniques, they were said to have won all but 2 or 3 matches, resulting in the Kodokan officially taking on the role of managing the Metropolitan Police Department's martial arts activities, a position that continues to this day. While serving as the head of the Kodokan, Jigoro Kano was also appointed as a lecturer at Gakushuin, a school known for educating members of the imperial family and other royals, where he was eventually promoted to professor and vice principal. Kano continued his career in education and later became the principal of a government-run high school and, eventually, the principal of the University of Tokyo's Faculty of Liberal Arts. In 1893, he even became the principal of what is now the University of Tsukuba and its affiliated junior high school. During his time at the higher normal school, Kano carried out groundbreaking initiatives. He encouraged sports and established Japan's first physical education department within a school. Additionally, he created the framework for sports festivals and extracurricular clubs, systems that remain in place today, and introduced the importance of physical education to the educational system. As a result, Kano is not only known as the father of judo, but also as the father of Japanese physical education. It is no exaggeration to say that Kano Jigoro, the founder of Kodokan Judo, is one of the most important figures in modern Japanese martial arts. Nearly all Japanese martial arts have adopted a rank system, and nearly all Japanese unarmed martial arts require the use of uniforms, both of which were invented by Kano. By removing dangerous techniques from Jujutsu and minimizing the time lost due to long rest due to injury, it became possible to improve skills in a short period of time, and it became a subject studied in schools. Although Judo is an elite martial art, what is less known is that in the early days, students competed in inter-style matches against wrestlers and boxers from overseas, and that Kano himself competed in inter-style matches against Jujutsu practitioners. Japan B is a channel that randomly shares information about lesser-known aspects of Japanese culture, spanning across various genres.